Hey everybody, it's the 13th Wolfman, and you know what? I went out and I saw another movie today. That's right, it's a mobile movie review. And this week I'm talking about, well, Annabelle, the little doll that comes home. Annabelle Comes Home is a movie I saw. It's not written. The part of the story was brought up by James Wan, but the story itself was not written by James Wan. It was I can't think of the guy, but we have a new writer and director for this movie, which is nice. It's kind of nice to see a little bit of new blood, shoveling into the Conjuring universe. So in the first movie, Annabelle, we got kind of a look at, late 60s, early 70s couple living in Los Angeles, dealing with this little creepy doll. Okay. In the second movie, we got the birth of this little creepy doll. And in this one, the little creepy doll is back at the Warrens' house in their room of doom. The little room with all the cursed objects that there could ever be. And Lorraine and Ed Warren are off on they got a daughter, Judy, and they're leaving their daughter, Judy, with a babysitter, and they're off on another little tangent to take care of. Tangent's probably not the right word, but they're taking care of another cursed object or a possessed person or something of that nature. So we see Ed and Lorraine Warren in this movie not that much. This is actually a nice kind of little offshoot because we get Judy Warren and her babysitter's best friend, basically, in this movie. And we get to see the inside the life of Judy Warren. And, as a kid, she's basically brought up around all these objects, and she knows that, what you don't do. You don't mess with, this room of cursed objects. You don't go in there. Even though Annabelle is a doll, it's not something you play with. She knows these rules. The babysitter's best friend comes over, and she's going through a tough time. She's dealing with loss, and she wants to reach out to the other side, and hoping that something that the Warrens have might help her do that. From that point on, the movie kind of unfolds in a very bizarre and very fun way. Now, you could call this a haunted house movie, and you could be right about that, but it's really more of a haunted object movie. Because we don't just deal with Annabelle, we deal with a lot of the other objects that are in the room, and I love that. It's not just Annabelle freaking us out, it's more. I don't want to tell you all this stuff in there, but there's a lot of crap in this room. I mean, eventually they're going to have to build on, and make another wing because there's so much stuff in this room. Of course, Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga are back, for the little bit of the time that they're in it, doing an awesome job. I love the little girl that plays Judy, and the two older girls that play Daniela and oh my god, I blanked on the babysitter's name, and her, the blonde. No, Mary Ellen. I don't know why I blinked on it. That was okay, but yeah, it's a good time. It's a good movie. I really enjoyed it. I think that this is actually better than the second movie. I didn't really care for the birth of Annabelle and the whole way they made the doll and all. I thought that movie was really boring. This is not that movie. This is actually a very interesting, very, very, I don't want to say scary because I don't get scared, but it's a very creepy movie. I do find things that creep me out from time to time. There's some of it's in here, but it doesn't scare me. Now, Mama Wolf, she saw this, and she said she'd give it like 3 chainsaws out of 4. And I'm with her. I'm in the 3 area. I'm going to give it 3.5. I really like this movie. This is one of the better movies in the Conjuring universe. Did you guys see it? I mean, did anyone go out and see this movie? Or do you plan to go out and see this movie? Do you like the Conjuring universe? What are your favorite movies in the Conjuring universe? With that being said, always like, subscribe, share, and comment. I want to know what you have to say. And when you do subscribe, make sure you bing and ring that bell, because if you don't, you won't know if I put something new up. But if you do, it's right there for you. As always, I am the 13th Wolfman, and I'm on the prowl.